Hi, we're now live on Facebook. This is Tyson Bannigan, the Energy Detective, and also the Illuminator, bringing you and humanity into the light. And if all is going according to what I think it should be, we are now live on Facebook through Zoom. So if you'd like to join me on this show, there's a number of ways you can do. I'm here for the next hour to help you learn how to clear yourself, take back your power, and stand in your truth no matter what. We'll be answering all your questions and requests from the closed Dowsing and Energy Healing Facebook group where this is being broadcast today. As I say, this is totally an experiment to see if we can get more of you involved and participating in the Healing Hour. You can also join me live on the Healing Hour by phone, by phoning 1-866-369-7464. And that's a toll-free number in North America. So that's another way that you can phone in and participate on this show. So hopefully all is going according to Hoyle, and we are live. I have no way of knowing that. So let's see if we can figure that out. Yeah, it looks like we are live. All right, so we're waiting for you to show up and to join us. Thank you, Isabel Jackson, for showing up. Please share it to your network. Much appreciated for you being here. And if you have any question, please type it in and let me know what you would like to ask, and I'll get right to it. So you can also, like I said, phone in toll-free, or you can also click the link for Zoom and join me live on Zoom. So phone 1-866-369-7464. Okay, that's the toll-free number in North America. Also, there's a link that you can click that will bring you in right into Zoom. So let me head over to Zoom and see if we can figure out what's going on in Zoom. All right, so where are we on Zoom? So you can type in your requests for assistance or ask a question right here in Facebook Live, or you can head over to join me on Zoom by clicking the link that's in the comments there. Actually, it's in the actual description there. And also, like I said, phone in toll-free. So we're still getting settled in here. Let's see if we can see what's going on Zoom. Okay, I'm just going to start Zoom and see if we can see what's going on there. Back to meeting. Okay, so here we are. I can now see myself on Zoom, and so you can now join me as well by clicking on the link and coming into Zoom, and we'll be able to carry on the conversation that way as well. So in the meantime, I'm heading over to the Dowsing and Energy Healing closed Facebook group and going to be answering the requests for assistance there in the group. Just to let you know, I will be being interviewed by Emily Harrison on the Lightworkers Connect on the Akashic Academy Facebook page tomorrow. And that will be at, let's just see what time that will be. That will be at 12 p.m. Pacific time, or tomorrow, or 12 p.m. Pacific time, or 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And I'll be talking about the Extraordinary Healing Arts Academy, which is a sponsor of the Healing Hour. All right, so what else can we talk about? Well, we're going to go over, like I said, the closed Facebook group and start asking and answering requests there. All right, so Building Clearing Monday, there's 13 comments. So let's look at the 13 comments. So Valerie Angle Lawrence Lacrosse wants to clear hospitals in Kingston. All right. And so I'm not going to put the address up there, but she's got a whole list of, not only does she have the hospital, she has, well, a whole list of hospitals, police stations, Yeah, in Jamaica. So we're going to do that. We're going to add to that, to the healing request today. And we're going to see what else we have here as well. Where are the other comments? 13 comments. All right. View 6 more comments. Okay, we're going to do that right now. All right. So Arnis Ambercatus, I hope that's how I'm pronouncing your name correctly. St. Pete General Hospital, St. Petersburg, Florida. And Arna, the same person as Ambrucatus. May I ask you to diagnose how many entities in hundreds in this hospital has at this moment? And I responded that there was about 665 entities, and that I would be explaining how to do it in this session today. So he was saying it would be nice if we could get the group to test places for how many entities there are before we cleared. And my response was, well, that's okay, but really I just am interested in clearing entities, not necessarily figuring out who they are. And you know, whether they're pink or orange, they have 6 legs, or what planet they're from. I just want them out of people's lives. But that being said, it sometimes is valuable to know how many entities, to see if you've got them all down. It's also part of just learning how to do this. And sometimes this information just helps really strengthen your resolve that you do know how to do this and that you are getting the results. So there's nothing wrong with testing that periodically to see. So I'm just going to do the clearing for the hospital. I'm going to use my pendulum here. This is the one I'm having to pick up. I have many, many pendulums. So we're going to go counterclockwise, which you can see on your screen here. And it's going to go like this. I, Tyson Bannigan, in my holy name, undertake this clearing of all hospitals and police stations and any other requests for clearing buildings, as stated in the Dowsing and Energy closed Facebook group, and any and all people listening to this call. You can add whatever hospital or police station that you'd like to clear and just follow along with this. So I, Tyson Bannigan, with assistance of Divine Mother and Creator God, undertake this clearing of all buildings listed in the Dowsing Energy Healing closed Facebook group, and all the requests to everybody listening to this show now and in the future, to clear all police stations and hospitals throughout the multidimensional levels of reality, throughout all time, space, and dimensions, both known or unknown, and to clear all geopathic stress lines that may be running in and around or through or over the hospital or the buildings that need to be cleared. And I declare it so in my holy name, so be it. It is done. Thank you. All right, so that's the clearing. We're just going to let the pendulum come to rest here, which is really just an indication that the action is complete. Okay, so it's slowing down a bit here. Still busy clearing. It's really symbolizing the vortex action. You know, there's 2 vortex actions. One's counterclockwise, which clears. The other is positive, which is clockwise, which installs. So now that we have actually cleared what we don't want, it's always good to turn around and install what you do want. So this is going clockwise, right? So what I like to do with hospitals is install the following. I, Tyson Bannigan, in my holy name, install the Christ grid, a golden grid, in all hospitals that are requested to have this on this call. For all beings that are listening to this call, hold in your mind's eye the hospitals that you would like to install this Christ grid in. Okay, this is a golden grid that fills the whole building, and particularly is very active at the door, so that all beings that enter the door receive a blessing to either heal quickly or be able to, if they so choose, pass with ease and grace through to the next dimension with as little suffering as necessary. So I declare the following in my holy name, with this is a Divine Mother and Creator God, and I undertake this action through the multidimensional levels of reality and throughout all time, space, and dimensions, both known or unknown. So this is how to install a Christ clearing, healing grid that also can help those that are ready to pass to the next dimension be able to pass with ease and grace. All right? So that's how you can do it. And we'll now move on. So those were the hospitals that were requested and the police stations. And Lorenda Diana says the Windsor Hotel that she would like to clear in Malta. A group of students is there. Okay, we'll do that. And Monique Sage, she has a big one here. She wants to clear all the airports, airlines, and aircrafts. So that's really a group action, but I could start that. It's the same thing that we just did. So let's do that. The Windsor Hotel is really no different than what we did with the hospital. If you feel you want to install a Christ grid in the hotel, then go ahead, or any hotel that you want, so people can feel rested, recharged, revitalized, have a good night's sleep, be successful in whatever the enterprise they want to undertake while being in that hotel. With regard to airports, you'd want to install in the way we just did with the building, such as the hospital. You'd want all airports to be safe of all non-beneficial energies attacked from any beings who do not abide by the law of one, which is do no harm, and don't have the most benevolent outcome for all concerned as their primary modus operandi in life. And we could do that for all airports and aircraft. So let's just do that and give it as an example. So spinning the pendulum counterclockwise, I would say, I, Tyson Bennigan, in my holy name, undertake a clearing with the assistance of Divine Mother and Creator God to clear all airports, airlines, and aircrafts of all non-beneficial energies from any and all sources that does not abide by the law of one and does not have the outcome for the most benevolent outcome of all concerned as a prominent thought in its mind. I undertake this clearing through the multidimensional levels of reality and throughout all time, space, and dimensions, both known or unknown. I declare it so, so be it. It is done. Thank you. Okay. So again, that is, another way of thinking about this is asking the angelic kingdom and the elemental kingdom to assist in these types of clearings as well. So in regard to the elemental kingdoms, they could clear all geopathic stress, all non-beneficial energies that may have been created by creating the airport in a power zone or an area that maybe there wasn't permission asked of the elementals to create the airport in the first place. So there may be blocked or stagnant energy there. There may be water courses that have been altered, and there's brackish water that's collecting negative energy. So we want to ask the elementals in and around all these airports to help clear the energy, and we apologize on behalf of humanity for any intrusions into their into the elemental space without asking permission before we proceed in altering the landscape. And we ask that our apologies be accepted. So we do the Ho'oponopono prayer. It would be, I love you, I'm sorry, please forgive me, and thank you. And I declare it so, so be it. It is done. So there you are. That's how we could clear airports to make them safe for travelers and for all those that pass through them. If you're listening to this show on the live TV, this is Tyson Bannigan. This is the Healing Hour. I'm with you for 1 hour. You can reach me by typing your comments into Facebook. You can phone me toll free, 1-866-369-7464. Or you can just click the link for Zoom and join me right here live on this Zoom call. All right, as we're waiting for you to join me, we're going to continue to do clearings, requests from the Dowsing and Energy Healing closed Facebook group. I'll just take a moment to refresh and pause and have a cup of tea here. All right, so we're just scrolling down and seeing what else we have. I think we got most of the clearing requests for buildings that came from Clearing Monday. So let's scroll down further to Personal Clearing Tuesday. What would you want to have help with to clear or to let go of today? This could be trauma, unresolved emotions, family of origin, past lives, matriarchal or patriarchal lineages, inner child, ET family, you know, wherever and however you've come to be on planet Earth, whatever your lineage is, and however you've arrived. All right, so we only have one comment here, but it's Nancy Burkhalter. She says, clear out the wall of fear of what ifs that I have built around myself. So I stop living in fear and move back to the living light that I know protects and guides me. I break it down, but build it back up after something good happens. I want it gone. Thank you. Yes, Nancy, that's a really good request. And yes, you know, in our culture in North America and a culture, you know, a consuming culture, which is really culture, not only the West, but worldwide, that it's really based on competition and success and dog eat dog. And well, it doesn't have to be. That's really the predominant vibration. So that does generate a lot of fear, doubt, shame, guilt. Am I good enough? Can I succeed? Can I be better than somebody else? Will I hold my job? Will I be recognized? Will I be appreciated? How do I fit in? How do I succeed? How do I accomplish all these things? You know, will I be loved? Will I be appreciated? All those are just like a running agenda, an endless loop in our brain. And, you know, we really want to clear that out. Being a sovereign being is learning how to take back your personal power and stand in your truth no matter what. And the first thing is really to have faith and confidence, the fact that you've incarnated on planet Earth, you've got something right. And secondly, that, you know, you are unique and divine, always have been and always will be. So you're here for a unique reason, unique to yourself. And your job is really not to fit in. In fact, anybody who has brought about change and transformation on the planet, brought about new thought, new wisdom, new ways of being, you know, has been a guru, a change agent, you know, been a leader of consciousness or transformation, has really not fit into the mold. You know, being a rebel with a cause, not just because you want to ruffle feathers, but because you want to bring about the change and transformation, a higher level of consciousness on Earth, is really what this scheme is really about. And so when you try and fit in, you become lesser because you are really bowing to the forces around you and really feeling that you're inadequate to show up as you truly are. So I really encourage you, if you want to take back your personal power, you want to stand in your truth, you want to clear out that wall of fear, doubt, shame, guilt, or any of those negative emotions that may be overwhelming you, the best way to start is to do a deep clearing. So 21-day clearing is free. It's over on the Energy Detective website. That's www.energydetective.ca. My nickname is the Energy Detective. I teach people how to clear their energy field, how to take back their power, how to stand in their truth no matter what. So I've gifted that clearing protocol, the deep clearing protocol, as my gift, so people can learn how to do this on their own without having to expend money. So I guarantee, Nancy, if you head over there and download that, first of all, you'll see yours truly on a video, watch the video. You want the words, you have to sign in. You'll get an email back saying, do you want to subscribe? You say yes. The next email back will have the actual text. You download it and you can follow along. So the deep clearing protocol needs to be done at least once a day for 21 days straight. If you miss a day, start all over. The reason why is we want you to build an energy field. That energy field is the way that you strengthen yourself from any further intrusions from any and all sources, known or unknown. So the deep clearing is really like, it includes everything, probably not the kitchen sink, but almost including the kitchen sink. It's like a shotgun approach where it deals with anything and everything you can imagine. So you do the deep clearing for 7 days straight. And then if you know how to muscle test or dowse, And then you shorten the list down by saying, do I need to do number 1, number 2, number 3, number? And if the answer is yes for, say, number 2, you just do that. And so you clear the list, you check the list of all 64, and you shorten the list, and you do the short list for the next 7 days. After that, you check in again with muscles testing or dowsing, and you shorten the list again. And on day 21, you should be free and clear and doing very few, needing to do very few on the list, and then you can graduate yourself to the short clearing. And what I'm doing on this call is using short clearings and wordings for short clearings, which you can adapt to any situation in your life to clear what you don't want. Really, it's another way of saying not in my world. It may be all right in other people's world. That's okay for them, but it's not okay in our world. And it's our divine right. You know, in the beginning was the Word, and the Word was one with God. We are one with God. We are part of the Creator God, you know, and therefore our Word has the ability to transform and change not only consciousness, but that actual material manifestation of what we call this world. So when you say in my holy name and you state what it is you don't want in your world, then heaven and earth must abide by that command. And that's how you create the world of peace and harmony in your world and help others do the same. And that's how we end up with a world of peace and harmony, or the new earth, or a new way of being, or and, you know, in love and gentleness. We create a more harmonious way to interact with each other. So the deep clearing protocol is one way to begin to get out of doubt, shame, fear, guilt, all those negative, overwhelming emotions as you move up the scale from 0 to 1,000, which is, you know, some say have 1,000 at, you know, which is an arbitrary number as enlightenment. Then where are you on that scale of 0 to 1,000? How close are you in being able to handle your emotions like notes on a piano? Not get overwhelmed with them, not stuff them away, not avoid them, not get out of body and freak out. But how do you allow those energies to be processed by actually staying with the feeling, breathing it through, and letting it dissipate in your body so it doesn't get stuck in your neuromuscular fibers, so that it becomes an endless loop that is running in the subconscious. So this is really the whole goal of what we're doing, is helping you become a sovereign human being, to take back your power, learn how to stand in your truth, learn how to clear yourself, how to clear your family, how to clear your neighborhood, your friends, and those that you work with, and your clients, so that we can live in a more peaceful, benevolent world. You can do this for other people. You can clear situations like any one of the gun crimes that have happened. You can clear the situation of the trauma. You can clear all the victims, so it's easier for them to make the adjustments. You can do a Ho'oponopono prayer for the being that felt that somehow by striking back and committing this, you know, horrible crime would somehow be beneficial when it wasn't. So that takes compassion and the Ho'oponopono prayer, because therefore the grace of God go I, you know, without greater wisdom or the knowingness, if I was so depressed in my my fear, shame, you know, guilt, that I felt there was no way through and I didn't know how to do this myself, then who knows, maybe I would want to strike back at society. So again, teaching people how to process their emotions, how to clear it from their body, will lower the whole rate of crime on the planet. And really that's what we want to do as a group. And I want to thank everybody in this group. You know, we have 25 more people to join the group, and we'll be at 3,000 souls working together to change consciousness. Is pretty amazing. So let's see if there's any comments on Facebook. I'm going to head over there now, see if anybody has left any comments there. Let's see here. Robbie Piaz, thank you for joining us. Please share to your network. Let people know that we're alive. Isabel Jackson, thanks for joining us as well. And Kathy Allmeyer, thank you as well. Please share it to your network. And by the way, if you'd like to, type in a request right here, ask a question, or better yet, why don't you just phone me? The toll-free number is right there, 1-866-369-7464. It's in the comments. And also you could click the link, the Zoom link, which is also there, and join me live on Zoom and carry on the conversation as well. So Isabel Jackson, thanks for showing up. I'm coming through loud and clear, so thank you for letting me know that I'm doing that as well. So thank you all there for showing up, and please type in what you would like to ask, okay? So we're going to go back over the Dowsing Energy Healing closed Facebook group and continue on answering the questions and requests over there. So let's see if I can find my way back to Zoom. So I'm now on Zoom. So if you show up on Zoom, I'll actually be able to hear you. The doorbell will ring, so to speak, and I'll know that you've shown up, or you can phone the toll-free number and I'll answer it. All right, so I'm scrolling down. We dealt with Personal Clearing Tuesday. And Colette Cremino Harlan says, looking for advice. I have a well which has a water softener system attached, and I put in the solar salt and get it serviced every year. I do check the energy level, spirit of water, and constantly douse for toxins, radiological, chemical, and biological. It seems to work for a few days, but it goes right back to zero energy level, and a yes for toxins. Since the well takes in water from the ground, any advice how to clear this long term? Yeah, really what you want to do is work with the elementals. You want to talk to the water elemental. You want to bless the water that comes out of the well. You want to purify it. Monique has a great suggestion. She says bury crystals in the ground, put it in a grid, do prayers over the well, talk to the elemental of water, tell it why you want to have, sweet, blessed, charmed water, collect water from sacred sites and put it in a jar and mix it with the well water and then pour it back down the well. So now we have the blessing of, say, the water from a sacred site. I was trying to remember the one that I visited in France. But any sacred site, sacred water, pure water, use it like a homeopathic, bless it, and then pour it down the well, right? Also, when you bring the well water up, put it into a gallon jar, put, your intentions are clearing on that glass jar that would bless it, just like Dr. Emoto did, blessings of love and wellness, vitality, those sorts of statements on the water. That will bless the water before you drink it. The other thing I highly recommend with water is also put it in a glass. Here's a glass here. This is my cup of tea, but you put your hands around the glass, right? And you feel the energy running from one hand to the other, and you let the energy flow through the liquid, and then you bless it with 995. This is a very powerful numerological intention that the dowsing community uses, and very, very powerful. It will not only bless this water, it will bless all the water in this house. If I was in a restaurant and bless my food with a 995, it blessed my food, everybody's food in the restaurant, as well as the cooks in the back room and probably the whole block in which the restaurant is located. So don't be afraid to do 995. Some say that means Trinity times Trinity times Trinity cubed, which is 9 times 9 times 5, which is a number for human or humanity. Whatever the explanation of the 995, and you can also Google it, look it up under the angels numbers. I don't know if I've actually done that myself, but the angel numbers by Googling is very, very powerful to understand, why is your clock, what does 333 mean, or what does 444 mean, or, what are any one of these, double and triple numbers mean. these are very powerful indications as a way that the angels can be talking to you. So understanding what these combinations are really vital, and they're the basis of numerology. Okay, so I don't know, we just had some interesting squeaks going off here. Hopefully the power will stay powered up here because we're in the boonies. I'm going to have a little drink to that intention. But an alarm did go off saying, hey, there's a surge in energy. Maybe that's just us doing our work here. All right, so that's what I suggest you do with the well. You know, sacred geometry around the well, bless the well, use a homeopathic from sacred waters from sacred sites, or from springs that you feel are highly, high vibrant energy poured in the well, and that will bless the well homeopathically. Also, put your water into jars and bless it. Do a prayer over it and bring it to 100% of pure divine light so it flows through the water. You know, and in my world, I believe that intention in water has the incredible power to heal. In fact, I believe that the power to heal with intention in water is stronger than any medicine that man can create now and in the future. Why? Because you are 70, 80, and sometimes other parts of your body are even more higher percentage of water. So when you bless the water that you drink, or you put the intention into the water of what you want, that every cell will vibrate at that intention, you can actually transform your DNA by doing that. So if you're not working with the element of water, then I really, really encourage you to talk to the nymphs. They are the element of water. Bless them. Bless the waters within your being. That will bring about so much change and transformation. So if we go back to that request about how do we overcome fear, doubt, shame, and guilt, those negative emotions, you can do it with water. You bless your water and say the opposite. I transform all my fear into divine love. Or I transform my doubt into knowing. I transform my guilt into what's opposite of guilt? A feeling worthy, right? That I'm okay. That the mere fact I incarnated on planet Earth at this time of transformation and change, I got something right. I mean, there's millions of souls waiting for a body to incarnate, to have this experience. And here, you have the front row seat. So what could be better than that? So you've done something right already. All right, so moving on, we're going on to J.D. Avalon. Glyphosate is working its way into our DNA, is substituting itself into glycerin, which is an amino acid that carries our electrical charge. This is taking our humanity apart. Glyphosate causes cancer, infertility, and a litany of chronic diseases. Yes, absolutely. Remember that all of these man-made, 35,000 plus man-made chemical interrupters that are in our water, in the pills that we flush down the toilet when we don't want to use them, they're everywhere. They're causing, fish to have two heads and male frogs to become females, and or two-headed snakes. It really is creating a lot of damage. Okay, so that's the negative part of it, and this is definitely going on. Your job as an earth steward is to reverse that in your own life. Okay, is to get out of fear. Yes, this is all happening. I'm not saying that it isn't. But as an earth steward, you need to be responsible for your earth, your body. It's a sacred temple. So take back your personal power, stand in your truth, and make the declaration that that's not allowed in my world. You have a right to say all petrochemical intrusions into my body from any and all sources will be immediately transmuted when they enter my body. When I say 995 on bless my water, all of the additives, all of the non-beneficial energies will be transmuted in this water. You have the power to do that. You have the power in your holy name to command it to be so, and guess what? It will be so. If you want to strengthen it, ask to work with the angelic kingdom, ask to work with the elemental kingdom, ask to work with Prime Creator, Divine Mother, whoever that you feel comfortable with, or all that is, whatever you want to call your connection to Source, for assistance as well. And when you're in that oneness, right, connected to heaven and grounded to earth, you have the divine right to carry that energy in your body and command it. And in the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with God. And when you command in your holy name with the Word, it must be so. So practice that. You know, the deep clearing, the short clearing are ways to practice that, to see the results, to know that you can bring about manifestation, transformation, and abundance in your life. You'll learn that you can show up with a life that has more ease and grace because you're clearing the way for yourself. You'll have far more gratitude, more energy to help more people by doing this work. And it all starts with you taking back your personal power. So I'm still waiting for somebody to phone in. You know, come on, give me a call. It's 1-866-369-7464, or head over to Facebook and type in your requests there. Join me on the show by clicking the link, which will bring you right in to Zoom, and you'll be right beside me. We can carry on a conversation. You can ask your tough questions. The tougher the questions, the more interesting the answer. Okay? So I'm scrolling down here and the closed Facebook and Dowsing and Facebook group. Just to let you know, yours truly, host of the Wellness Show, will be interviewing Servet Hassan. She's an award-winning author, and we're going to be talking about reinventing yourself from the inside out, which is really what we're talking about right here on the Healing Hour. So join us. That's going to be on Friday, the 27th at 3:30 Pacific time or 6:30 Eastern Standard Time. It will be right here on Facebook Live. We'll be doing that show through the live TV. You'll get a notice prior to the show. Click that notice, and it will tell you when the show is going live, and join us, okay? So that's upcoming show. Also, another upcoming show is episode, let's see if we can find it here, get it all right here. It will be upcoming episode in the 13-part series with the Wellness Show, interviewing Batista Germard, the master body designer, on the missing links to fitness consciousness, the esoteric principles of bodybuilding. And this is live every Friday at 2 p.m. Pacific time, 5 p.m. Eastern Standard. Hopefully you will join us for the next show. It will also be on the live TV as well. So look for that. Click that and you'll get a notice telling us when we're live, okay? Okay, we're scrolling down here, seeing if there's any more requests. Yeah, Anita Cameron was talking about how to locate a lost kitty. And map dowsing is really an important thing, to learn how to do. Whoops, sorry for that. And the suggestions in there on how to proceed were really, really helpful. So if you are interested in learning anything more about map dowsing, how to locate lost objects, how to find missing people, things like that, then I really suggest that you have a look at the comments about how people are suggesting that you proceed to do that. Okay, so that was very helpful, and thank you everybody for offering some suggestions on how to do map dowsing. All right, so yeah, I think it's time to create a short course in the Academy on map dowsing. So I think I'll put that on my endless list to do. All right, so for some reason we're not getting back up to the comments. We'll scroll back down here. All right, come on here. I'm trying to move through my Mac, which is unfamiliar with me, and get down to the comments. All right, it doesn't want to do that. Okay, so we're just gonna do this. All right, so we're waiting for your toll-free call to join me on the Healing Hour. It's 1-866-369-7464. And that number is toll-free in North America. And, I just found, the number 7 of the the esoteric principles of bodybuilding, was posture and the 7 chakra system. That was a really, really interesting one to talk about. And if you've been listening to Unity Grace, she talks about upcoming energies on planet Earth. She's really recommending that in order to be able to handle these energies in your body without having adverse effects to your body, it's really good to do a workout in the gym. And if you want to do that in a way that's safe for your body, and it's not like being Mr. Muscles, but really doing structural alignment to carry the energy, then really I suggest you look into the esoteric principles of bodybuilding, the 13-part series, and have a listen in now live on Friday, or you'll find the link there to be able to catch the show after the fact as well. It really is helpful. I returned to the gym after not being in the gym since I was 21. And I have to say, it is a slow process, but I'm becoming pain-free. My body is adjusting. I have far more strength and vitality because I'm working my body in symmetry to be able to balance myself, to be more grounded, and to be able to run more Kundalini energy up my spine, which allows me to be more enlightened with less effort on my part. And in actual fact, what could be better than that? So we're scrolling down here for the Dowsing and Energy Healing closed Facebook group, and we're looking for requests for assistance here. So we talked about petrochemicals and their influence on the body, and that being able to do a deep clearing can really help you do the transformation. All right, so let's see here. We got 9 comments there. Did we get them all? I'm just going to click on the comments. 9 comments. Scroll down. And I have 2 more comments. All right, I think we've got everything. Yeah, we did. So we're going to go down further and see if we can answer any questions here. We're still waiting for you to call in toll free, 1-866-369-7464 to let me help you do answer your question. Yeah, this is interesting point of view, Arnis Ambrucatus. Hopefully that's how you pronounce your name. Way to find out how accurate is your dowsing. Test your heartbeat rate with a pendulum. Test your heartbeat rate with a machine. Compare the results. Some testing you can do with a blood pressure. Good luck. Yeah, so it's really good to see if you're aligned and you're getting good results with your testing. It just boosts your confidence. Don't forget that dowsing and muscle testing is just really training wheels for guidance on demand. Ultimately, you want to be able to get direct guidance, which will tell you where to be or how to be in the right place at the right time with ease and grace. That's what we're all doing. That's why dowsing energy healing is such a great way to learn how to do that, how to trust your guidance. All right, so Gratitude Sunday. What are you grateful for today? And Sherry Lee Wilcox said, the ability to decide to move my to-do list to tomorrow while I recover from too much sun yesterday, because I'm an entrepreneur and that's how I roll. How about you, Tyson? Yeah, really being able to just say, hey, enough is enough. I need to take a break, and letting go of your agenda is really important. All right, here we have a call from Kalamazoo, Missouri, United States. So welcome to the Healing Hour. This is Tyson Bannigan. You're live on the show, and how can I help you? Hello, you're live on the Healing Hour. How can I help you?
Oh, okay. Hi. I'm sorry, I've got it on a... Hi, Tyson.
Hi.
Hi. This is, well, anyway, I would like to address, well, actually, I'm calling in because this is a personal healing hour, correct? I'm having some major brain issues where, like, even trying to function to speak with you is really do clearing, I feel better, but then it instantly comes right back again. And I'm trying to work on a project that's very, very important and honoring a beautiful light being. And I just want to check to see if maybe there's interference or it's a physical issue of, nutrients. I really appreciated what you did earlier because I really resonated with the water, and I was doing a lot of blessing healing of the water, my veins, the blood, which I make connection to because of our Mother Earth, and all of the water on her is her blood as well. So that connection and similarity was powerful for me, and that helped. However, I'm really even having difficulty keeping my eyes open, and I'm talking and I'm hooked by things. That's difficult to form words. This is very strange, whatever happened. And when I got onto a call, you had that power surge like that, and so I was going to ask you to check. I mean, it could have just been me because my energy all over the place, or there's something else that maybe you were being alerted to.
All right, that's many questions in one. So let's. So the first thing about so I just tuned in, and you're going through what's been called by some ascension. What would you say? Adjustments. Does that make sense to you? Can you hear me? All right, we've lost her, but I'm going to continue on answering that call. So the question was, the person is on the call was having trouble with their brain, and when I tuned into it, they were having what I call ascension symptoms. What that means is with the planetary upgrades that we're going through, and if you want to know more about all of this, I really suggest you listen to Unity Grace's regular Facebook Live posts. I'm in the midst of downloading them and putting them on the Healing Academy because I think they're so important for people to understand just what energies we're going through on the planet and what we're being asked to do to upgrade our whole bioenergy system, our how to move more energy through our Kundalini, how to let go of stress, duress, and all those vibrational frequencies, petrochemical and otherwise, that no longer serve us. So back to the question around, so the first thing about having brain fog and having problems with the brain in her particular case is that she's not aligned with the new energies that are coming through on planet Earth. So one of the things that I would suggest for anybody in the call that's having symptoms that seem to be coming out of the blue is to do a clearing around that. So it would be something like this. So I clear, in spinning my pendulum, not counterclockwise, I clear all non-beneficial energies and alignments that disallow me to be fully in alignment with all the upgraded energy, planetary-wise, that's happening on planet Earth. And I undertake a clearing of my body from any and all symptoms from any and all sources, known or unknown, throughout all time, space, and dimensions, both known or unknown. I ask for the assistance of the angelic kingdom and the elementals to assist me in this undertaking. I command that I am connected to heaven and grounded to earth with every breath that I take, and that I am fully in charge of my body and always in tune and always in sympathetic harmony with every upgrade of energy that occurs, both planetary and extraterrestrial. And I ask that all energies, as they enter into my field, be transmuted from non-beneficial to beneficial, so that I have the ultimate vitality and strength to be fully conscious and to remember the reason and why I incarnated on planet Earth in my mission in this lifetime. And I declare it so in my holy name, so be it. It is done. Thank you. And then I would do the Ho'oponopono prayers, part of that, because everything shows up for you to learn that it's time to upgrade your system. So I love you. Whatever showed up in my life that says, hey, something's wonky, I'm sorry, because if I didn't figure this out on my own you wouldn't need to show up and put it in my face. So I love you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me because now I understand it. You don't need to show up anymore. So I love you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. And thank you. Thank you. Now I understand what I need to do to upgrade my energy system. So you don't need to show up anymore and remind me. So thank you for that. Okay. And then just let the pendulum come to rest. Okay. So that's one way. So you want to be able to align yourself with heaven and earth with every breath that you take. Now for a brain clearing, if you head over to www.theenergydetective.ca and you scroll down on the left-hand column, you will see not only is there a deep clearing protocol, there's a brain clearing protocol. Okay, I want you to do the brain clearing protocol program for protocol for 21 days straight. That will really, really help. And every time you feel fuzzy or you feel out of sorts or you can't remember something that you know you should, then just do it again. You may need to do it 2 or 3 times in the beginning. It will get easier and easier. I'm just going to tune into your field. I wasn't able to do that while you were live on the call, but I'm just going to go back and tune into your field on a scale of 0 to 100, 100 being your brain is operating at a maximum potentiality. In this moment, you are operating like, let me just see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, at 15% of your potentiality. Wow. I mean, can you think of that? I mean, can you imagine that? That's 15, that's like 90, 85, if I got that right. No, that's 95% more clarity you could have after you cleared yourself. Wow, you would be like so amazing. You would be able to remember this lifetime, past lifetime, future lifetime. You'd be able to remember absolutely everything. You'd be able to read the Akashic record. So it's worth your effort to do the work to bring your brain back online. So I'm just curious for everybody on this call, giving your brain at 100% of its potentiality as a group. Where are we on this call? Yeah, we're operating like at 50% of our potentiality. So how would you like to wake up tomorrow and have twice as much brain power to get you through the day? If that excites you, that's something you want to do, then I suggest you head over to www.theenergydetective.ca site and download the brain clearing protocol, do it for 21 days and see your energy climb, your ability to remember, your ability to have clarity, your ability to be able to go from fuzzy mind, I don't know, I can't remember, to right there, okay? I know for me, remembering names is really sometimes difficult. So I'm going to head over there and remind myself to do this as well. So here's a 21-day challenge. If you're listening to this call, I challenge you to do the brain clearing protocol for 21 days. I'm going to join you. And let's have comments in the Dowsing Energy Field Facebook group about how you're dealing or what's showing up or what's happening when you do the clearing. Are you noticing any results? Let's share our results. Let's make this scientific evidence on the personal level that this shit works, okay? This shit works, okay? Let's prove it to ourselves and each other, okay? So there you are. There's a challenge. So let me just see here. I'm just going to click over to Facebook. I really can't see it. I'm looking at Zoom. Oh, Annette Thornton joined. Annette, why aren't you phoning in 1-866-369-7464 and saying hello? I know you've been through some horrendous change and transformation in your life, and you come out the other side, and maybe you can offer some suggestions and some encouragement for those that are in the midst of a healing crisis themselves. Yes, Isabel Jackson, I'm so happy that you tuned in today. I'm glad that you're enjoying the show. Please share it with your network. Please feel free to phone in. And Misty, thank you for showing up. And do you have any questions? And if you'd like to phone me, 1-866-369-7464. The number is in the comments here. And ask me any question. That would be great. Or type it in here as well. And of course, you can click the Zoom link. The Zoom link is also available right there so that you can join me right live on Zoom. All right, so I think we said, Isabel, if I didn't say hello, and Melissa, if I didn't say hello, thanks for showing up on the show. And oh, and Melissa says, I feel better. Yeah, great. Thank you for doing the work. Remember, do the work, get the results. It's just that simple. Melissa Albert, beautiful. Thank you. You're welcome. You're welcome. I've been craving being submerged in water. That's a good one. Yeah. So being submerged in water. Yeah. Blow bubbles underwater from both ends. It's lots of fun. Yeah. And if you can, I really suggest that we're about to have it in the wellness store, is to put some, not just Epsom salts, but some magnesium salts in your bath water. It will take all the toxins out of your body. It will relax your body. Use hot, hot, hot water. Douse how many minutes you should be in there. Probably less than 10 minutes, because you don't want to take the minerals out of your body in the soak. But it will really, really help you sleep. Remove all the toxins. So head over to www.thewellnessstore.ca or PM me and say, hey, Tyson, I want some of those salts that you were talking, some magnesium salts for my bath. How do I order them? Because it's not up yet, quite yet, in the wellness store, but we're about to get an order coming in shortly. All right. And Melissa said it was probably me that had that energy surge. It could have been you, but we're through it and on the other side. Darren Randall, thanks for joining. Do you have any questions? Please type them in here or join me on the show, or phone me toll free, 1-866-369-7464 or 1-866-dowsing. Sarah Fetton, I can't even pronounce your last name. Maybe you should come on the show and teach me how to pronounce your last name. Thanks for showing up on the show. If you have any questions, type them in. If you're in North America, phone me toll free. If you're not, you can click the Zoom link and join me that way as well. Kelly Jean McGrain, thanks for joining as well. Isabel Jackson and Mary Ann Hyde joined, thanks as well. And Nancy Burkhalter says she's listening. Thanks for listening in as well. And let's see here. Kathy says, thank you. Natalie says, hello, everyone. Tyson says, phone me, 1-866-369-7464. And Isabel reminds me that I'm coming through loud and clear. So I'm going to head back over to the Dowsing and Energy Healing Close Facebook group and see if there's any other questions that need to be answered. We are right on the top of the hour, but I'll tell you what, if you're willing to phone in right now, 1-866-369-7464 will squeeze you in before we bring this show to a conclusion. This is Tyson Bannigan, the Energy Detective, live with you in the Healing Hour. It's every Tuesday from 3 p.m. to 4 p.m. Pacific Time, from 6 p.m. to 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, same place, same time. We're going to be doing this through Zoom. Darren, hello. Thanks for joining the call. Hey, Darren, you still got a moment to phone in if you want to. Darren Randall, 1-866-369-7464. Ask me a question, get a clearing, receive a healing, whatever your request is, before we wrap this show out. Wow, there's Priya. Hi, Priya. Why don't you click the link and join me on Zoom? That would be great to say hello to you. Thanks for coming in from England. Great to have you on the show. Please share it to your network. Yeah, hi back to you too. So, so can you actually see the link for to join the show by Zoom? I'm just curious if you can find the link. It should be right here in the information for the show. There should be a live Zoom link that you click and you'll join me right on Zoom. All right, so thank you for joining the show. I know you can't phone me toll free, but you can certainly type any requests you can from England about what you would like a clearing around. I hope all is well in your world, and I hope you're coming back our way next year. Love to have you, and I'm getting all of my different angel cards and all polished up for you to do some more readings with us, okay? All right, so we're gonna wrap this show up quickly. If somebody isn't courageous enough to phone in, I'm gonna wait a few more minutes. 1-866-369-7464. 7464. It's your chance to ask a question, learn how to do a clearing or a request a healing for you, a loved one, or learn how to do it yourself. So I'm standing by here. All right, going once, going twice. All right, going 3 times. So this is Tyson Bannigan, the energy detective, the illuminator, bringing you and humanity into light. We're going to wrap it up for this Tuesday. We're back every Tuesday, 3 p.m., same time, same place, with the healing hour. So stay tuned. And until next week, be healthy, wealthy, and wise. See you then. Bye for now.